Hello, Flosstube.
Greetings.
I'm Laura.
I'm Joe.
Welcome to the Slovak Farm.
Crazy Farm.
Lighting looks weird in here.
Yup. Oh
well.
I can go get another light.
It just looks weird today. Maybe it's because it's rainy outside. It's like 60 degrees and rain. It was like -5 on Wednesday of last week.
I think they said the change in feels like temperature was over 100 degrees in a week.
It was over 100 degrees differential in a week.
Less than
a week. And it's raining, which means it's going to flood again. Good times, good times.
Row, row, row your boat gently down.
And then we're expecting snow on Sunday. Good times.
I think the ground will dry in July.
Climate change is not a lie. Okay.
If you keep watching the news, I'm turning it off.
I'm looking at the comments on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
From last week. Because I'm going to read the comments.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you ready for that?
No.
Possibly.
Could be.
Andrea says you're going to have to deal with barky corgis when we visit her. Because we were talking about the dog not barking.
Oh, there's no problem if it's yours and I'm at your house. I just don't want to go home to it every night.
True story.
I can put up with it for a little while. Like my friend has 2 chihuahuas.
That bark.
A lot. And the big dog barks. They're not actually aggressive. Like once you sit down, they'll come up, let you pet them. No big deal. While barking at you.
Once I sit down, the one dog is like my BFF once I sit down.
Yep.
As long as I'm standing, he barks.
Ah! Like this is the dog that literally, if I'm standing, will nip at my heels. Once I sit down, it's rub up against pet me. But I don't have a problem with it because I know the dogs won't hurt me. It's just I couldn't deal with middle of the night because a leaf flew by the window.
She's walking by. But you can't hear her because she got a nail trimmed because...
Oh, the dog got a lot of work done.
The poor dog. She got a little bit of a haircut because she had some serious meds. And we thought that was why she was having trouble maneuvering about the house.
Part of it.
I'm like, well, we need to trim her nails. Because...
we are never owning a long-haired dog again. If we do get one that has long hair, we need to train them to not mind buzzers.
I think she had a really bad experience with the groomer, so it's been a little challenging keeping her.
She literally, we tried trimming her face and she started biting the scissors.
Yeah, we're going to have to fight that fight because her hair is kind of like dropping in her eyeballs. And it looks funny. So.
I love it.
Lynn says she can't do French nuts either. I know I'm not the only one. And there are plenty of people who, if you say you can't do French knots on certain groups, will get up on their high horse and say, it's not that hard, but I can't do French knots. I'm glad that you can do French knots. Congratulations, if you can do French knots. Don't tell me it's not that hard when I've tried.
Actually, I believe my friend's statement was, would you like me to do them for you?
I mean, really.
Because in all honesty, it's one of those things where it's something you can do or something you can't. I don't really care. I just happen to be able to do it. I don't even know how I do it.
I mean, some people can, some people can't. If you can, that's great.
If you can't, get beads.
We can do beads. Well, there's nothing wrong with beads, and as Monica says, everything needs a little bit of sparkle. I've had a serious issue, though, with people on Facebook lately. Like, I need to not Facebook for a while, because people be ticking me off on Facebook lately. Getting up on their high horses, invalidating another person's opinion just because it's not theirs. And I ain't even talking the whole political, social grado world. This is like stuff in cross-stitch groups. Like, somebody today asked about something, and I shared my experience. Somebody else immediately invalidated my opinion Because it wasn't their experience.
One, opinions are not facts, therefore they cannot be proven or disproven.
You know, I stated what my experience with the situation was. But, you know, it wasn't valid because somebody else did something different. Had a different experience.
This is a no drama channel?
Like, seriously, there has been drama in one of my groups.
I'm getting mean mugged by a canine.
You are. Over, like, the littlest things. People who think that their way is the only way. Anyways, I'm on my horse about it because it really annoys me. Because this is a hobby. You do you, I do me. What happened to that?
Well, let's just say I know a lot of people where if they saw the backside of my stitching, they'd probably give me all kinds of grief. Because I ain't pretty. At all. I jump, I bob, I weave. The back of my stitch looks like a disaster. Seriously, I have a good way of describing what the back of my stitch looks like. It looks like I spilled a thing of spaghetti.
It's messy. They're not perfect.
I don't care.
Nobody knows once they get finished.
But I've seen so many people going, oh, it has to be so neat. Oh, it has... No, it doesn't.
Doesn't matter. And honestly, really, the only time it honestly truly matters if all of your bottom legs go like this, and all of your top legs go like this, is if you're getting judged. Most people who are probably going to look at your work aren't going to know the difference. So if you don't want to do it that way,
I really hate to break it to you, but if somebody picks up your stitch and starts looking at it with the amount of detail it would take to find out that this cross isn't perfect, if they're not a judge in a contest you entered, ask why the heck they took it off the wall.
But I mean, I will admit, I'm one of those people who I like all of my bottom legs to face one direction and all of my top legs to face one direction. But sometimes my bottom leg starts down here and goes up here, and my top leg starts down here and goes down here. That's most of the time. Some of the times I have to start my top leg up here and go down here. And I have to start my top leg up here and go down. How I get there doesn't matter. Anyways, okay. I need to get off my soapbox. Amber Marie said, progress is looking great. And she loves the stand. I'm thinking maybe your stand.
The stands we got for the...
Oh yeah, the pattern stands. Good Lord, love a duck. Can you tell it's been a week?
It's Monday.
It's been a week and it's only Monday.
Okay, anything else you say?
Laura, I'm glad that you finally got your endless tree done. The tree that would not end. It went on and on my mind. As far as my stitchy companions and helpers, she has 4 dogs? 5 dogs? She just stops for a bit, gives them attention, and goes back to stitching. She said if she were to join Miss Oh So Crafty's week-long thing, it would be almost entirely on her Alice in Wonderland piece, which I think is a Haid, because it fits all the criteria. There's a solid chance multiple pieces are going to get worked on for that birthday sale thing. Also, Amber just posted a new video. She's a Flosstube. She posted a new video, and she shared, and I forget the name of it. She calls it Little Red Riding Hood because that's what it looks like, and it is fabulous. It's like black and white, and then she's red. It looks amazing. She's only up in the gray background part, but it's gonna look amazing. Heather felt she pulled me away from my Santa house. You did not pull me away from my Santa house. I promise you that, Heather. By the way, hi, Heather. I have to wave at Heather every time we do Flosstube because she gets excited. And she also live texts me while she watches Flosstube.
Hi, y'all.
It's great. So she's sorry she pulled me away from the Tiny Modernist, but it's okay. But she said that it looked like I had put Minnie in the downstairs room like a little doll in the dollhouse. I really didn't do it on purpose, but it does kind of look at it like that when you look at it. Let's see. She said she's already gotten, yes, she gets a sneak peek of my tree progress. She's already gotten a sneak peek of my tree progress today because we text, our group text. And Joe, she says your stuff looks great too. And she cannot believe you are able to use light effects without throwing it across the room.
Actually, there's a very simple reason why I'm able to do it. Because I actually have issues with regular floss. I literally, I swear, like the laws of physics just twist with me whenever I'm stitching. Because, like, every other stitch, I have to pull a knot out. So, it's irritating no matter what I do. So I develop techniques and ways I do it to avoid the knots. Well, they work for the metallic as much as it does with the cotton, so it's not that big of a deal. It equally drives me nuts. Mm-hmm. Should I go move the tray and put the dog on the chair?
She also, when we're done here shortly, she also, in her text, several people who comment on the videos messaged me and said that Joe looked fabulous with his haircut. By the way. So Betty, our winner from last week, said, "You look all spiffy with your haircut. You look all spiffed up with your haircut." She loves our relationship. And Betty, if you have emailed me, I'm going to respond to your comment probably before this gets posted. But if you emailed me your address, I never got it. I will give you my other email address on the comment to try to get it to me that way. So, technology. My email address that's associated with the Flosstube account, I don't know why it wasn't coming through.
Can you do direct messages in YouTube?
Nope, not anymore. Unless I have it written down wrong on the Flosstube description box.
Well, then tell her to friend request you on Facebook, on the Slovak Farm Facebook, and then you can just message through Facebook.
Well, she can she can send the Slovak Farm a message on Facebook or Instagram, or send me an Instagram message. Or I could give her my other email address and try to get it.
What's really funny is, when you make a face, you puff your cheeks out. When I make a face, I puff my cheeks in.
And this concludes the comment section of today's video.
I love you.
I love you. Moving along. It's whip time.
Okay. I know me starts.
Yes, you start. I thought you said you were ready.
I was. I didn't think I would get caught. Dragons of Sumatra by Ink Circles. Get used to that one. You're going to be seeing it forever.
Endeavor.
I got a little bit of work done on this thing. This part and this part I got done. Here's what it looks like so far.
Ooh. And we're doing this on 16 count. Picture this plus thunderstorm with DMC 115 variegated.
How you remember that is beyond me.
Can't remember to do most things, but I can remember that. I got nothing.
Fifth Amendment privilege all in one bag.
I got nothing.
Big bag.
Big bag. What else you got?
A few things. We'll do this one first. We have one-of-a-kind baby dragons.
One-of-a-kind baby designs small dragon. I'm gonna
But
write.
it says one-of-a-kind baby dragon LLC.
Does that say dragon?
No. Wow. Ah!
I'm gonna write it on there.
But it's a dragon. I've been having fun.
Such a metallic dragon.
It's my silver dragon.
And I think it's a 14 count mystery fabric.
Yep.
No idea what the name of it is.
I could have sworn it was one of yours.
Nope, it's not one of mine. Well, I mean, it was my fabric, but Andrea gave it to me and I don't remember what it was called. I threw away the tag.
Okay, and then we have Really Friendly Cats by Kit and Bricks and Bixie.
Kit and Bixie.
Okay, these envelopes
Heather?
are having issues.
Here's your cats. Here's your cat pigeon.
I got about that much done so far.
Some border done.
I'm actually doing these arch parts because they're really easy to count.
Your back doesn't look that bad, by the way.
On this one, Dragon of Sumatra, on the other hand, especially because of the way I'm stitching it, because I'm doing it one at a time, I got to jump to the next spot, and there's some of those you have to jump all the way up.
It's not that bad.
I try, I just don't succeed.
It's fine.
I know it's fine.
Okay. We're doing Tiny Modernist. Still working on Santa House. It's laughable, but I'm still working on this.
It's not laughable. Stop it, or I'm gonna burn it. I won't burn the stitch. I'll burn the pattern. Oh, that's stupid.
I've got a snowman to build. I'm working on it. And also, his butt's not right. His bottom's like one stitch off. I'm just gonna fudge it because he's sitting on a snowbank. It'll be fine.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I'm still working on it because I have been working on trio stitches nightly. I've been working on a Santa House is on a 16 count Silk Weavers Opalescence Mountain Rose. Mostly the DMC called for. I think I subbed out a few of my Victorian mottos.
Oh, and my cats are on white.
My cats are on white and DMC. Okay, so you can't see the trunk because it's in the hoop. I've been working on this, doing like one stitch a night, like one branch a night, one of the specialty stitches a night. Except for the eyelets. The eyelets took me 2 nights. So, Samara crosses, eyelets, Royce stitches, and then these are cushion stitches. And these are what I'm working on right now. They're not done yet. The eyelets took me 2 nights because I was struggling hardcore with them till I figured out do every other hole and then go back. And it was just a little tighter on the hoop than it was in a frame or anything else. So that made a difference too with the eyelets. So she has another tree. It's called Summer Tree of Stitches that I think I want to do at some point. It's a little bit bigger. It's got a few more stitches in it. I don't have a cover photo for it. It's alright. But I think I want to do Summer Tree of Stitches. Monica's trying to get me to do a Shadow Lane. I don't know about all that. So I didn't stitch on that on Saturday or on Sunday because Saturday market, going down to mom and dad's. It's a lot of travel and doing specialty stitches while I'm doing stitches I don't know while I'm trying to can't spread out. Not my thing. But
Especially considering the fact that most roads are a pothole.
Yeah. So, and yesterday was Santa Sunday. Yes, I started and finished it.
Yay!
I started and finished it. It's called His Gift by Big Toe Designs. I didn't bring the magazine down with the cover sheet. It's from the 2012 Just Cross Stitch Ornament issue.
What do you need the cover sheet for? You have the finished product right there.
Pretty much. I stitched it on Black Ada with Victorian mottos. It was stitched, the motto was stitched in Gloriana silks on like a cream Ada, or a cream even weave, or a linen or something like that. Probably linen. This is my version. I was standing in line yesterday for the Home and Garden Show up in Cleveland. If you follow me on Instagram, you have been seeing all kinds of Home and Garden Show pictures. I was standing in line stitching. It was kind of funny. So
I saw when we're at market and we're both stitching, and people are like, "You're both. What are you doing? What are you two doing?"
they're like, "What are you doing?" And then it's like, "Are you gonna sell that?" No,
No.
because y'all wouldn't pay. Anyways.
Yeah, even if I want minimum
Wow.
wage for a busboy, you can pay for it.
Scroll.
Turtle.
And that's whips. Haul is going to be super short. You have no haul?
Nope.
I don't have much. This counts as haul because I paid for the outside fabric. I made a project bag. I bought the outside fabric last month on a fabric de-stash group. The inside fabric, which just really hurts, was something in my stash. And I did have to buy the interfacing. It's got interfacing in it so that it's not super floppy. So the cost of the fabric and the interfacing goes against my stitch from stash. I haven't figured it out yet. Apparently I have thread. I didn't cut all my threads. I haven't figured it out yet. I have to write it down. So, but I do have two other ones that are exactly like this. If you're interested in them, send me a message. Blah-de-da. Right?
Love.
Okay, that's it for haul. Announcements and plans. I did not bring down the item that we are giving away next week. You have until next Monday. Hold, please. I need a calendar. I need a calendar. Next Monday, February 11th at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time on last week's video.
Can I do my public service announcement? All ladies, look at what time, right? See the little thing, it'll tell you what time it is. Okay, look at that. Now, play this when your husband happens to be in the room. 3, 2, 1. Hey, next Thursday is Valentine's Day, February 14th. I got my wife's stuff. End of public service announcement.
Okay. Back to your regularly scheduled Flosstube, folks.
Hey, I actually mentioned the what I got you for Valentine's Day, and one of the guys at work went, "When's Valentine's Day?" I'm like, "A week from Thursday." He went,
Stitch from Stash Roundup. And I'm going to show you pictures of my finishes. So in the group, you have to put pictures up of your finishes to claim them for credit. On the check-in event, Stephanie does a fabulous job with the group. She's very on top of it. But there is a form, there is a layout for doing your check-in. So, monthly budget was $25. I had no carryover because January was the beginning of the year and the beginning of the cycle. Purchases. Tree of Stitches, $14.07. And my beads for Tree of Stitches was $1.50. So $15.07 in purchases. 'Tis the Season. I finished 'Tis the Season and my Mill Hill ornament. 'Tis the Season was a $20 credit. My Mill Hill ornament was a $5.50 credit because it had beads on it. So that was a $25.50 in credits. So, doing the math, my end of month balance was $34.93. So that will roll into February's 25 monthly budget.
I will say this. For you, Stitch from Stash. Great idea. For me, nope.
You stitch from my stash.
I know. I don't have a stash. What's the point? One stash per household.
There are some.
Because in all honesty, if we had 2 stashes, we'd need a bigger house.
How sorry did you bake?
But imagine if we doubled the size of the craft room, dear.
Seriously, I apologize. My bra strap will not stay on today. I'm
about this tempted to go get a bungee cord.
just gonna apologize in advance. I'm already in my jammies. I've had a rough day. I don't know if I am sick or if my lactose intolerance is acting up, but my belly is not happy with me. And I can eat certain milk products. I can consume certain milk products. Like I can't sit down and chug a glass of milk. Pudding is out. Sucks. Pudding is out. I can't eat cheap ice cream. I actually have to eat premium ice cream because there's a processing difference. Don't ask me. Yogurt mildly is out. It depends on how much I eat. I can't eat actually.
Sorry for the yawning.
Can't eat actually a full serving of yogurt because I think full serving of yogurt is 8 ounces.
What?
I think a full serving of yogurt.
Or 2.
So the kids have yogurt at daycare, and I think in a full size adult serving it says is 8 ounces. My kids in my classroom don't like the yogurt. I generally end up eating the yogurt, and if I have a full cup of yogurt, my belly isn't happy. And sour cream today at lunch. Apparently sour cream's now on the out list. Anyways. Good times. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
So, last week I was talking about Miss Oh So Crafty's birthday sale, and I hadn't yet decided on my whips for each day. I'm still kind of undecided. So the first day of it would be the 29th of March. So you're stitching something with an S.
Honestly, I don't think that'll be here at the end of March.
What'll be here?
Well, you have written down.
Yeah, I originally thought Tree of Stitches. But then I changed how I was working on it. I don't think it's gonna... I'm thinking I'm gonna have it done before the end of March. Now, if I buy the other Tree of Stitches, which I actually don't think I'm gonna buy it until after summer, because I have gone down the rabbit hole of specialty stitches. So you can stitch on something with an S in the title, something with S in the designer's name, or something with specialty stitches. So we're going to assume Tree of Stitches is done by then. I have Santa House, Ride Forth Singing,
Ride for singing.
Guess it answers that question. I don't have a pencil. I don't have anything to write with.
Neither do I.
Okay, we're gonna have to remember this. I'll watch it back and write it down if I forget. So the next day is the 30th of March, and that is something jewel tones. I am not sure what I have that has jewel tones in it.
Find an ornament. Get one of those other, little beadies that you like so much.
A Mill Hill kit.
Go get one of those.
I may buy another Mill Hill kit. Because my options are Nativity, the flower clock. I have to look at the threads I'm using in Plant Happiness. Because remember, I'm doing that crazy conversion with all of those Fiberlicious variegated.
Jeez.
I'm wondering if one of those has a jewel tone in it. Because I could maybe possibly go with something that has a thread that's got a jewel tone name in it.
Okay.
Possibility. The 31st of March is something to do with nature.
Flower clock.
So we've got flower clock, Plant Happiness, Life's Moments.
Flower clock.
Flower clock. The 1st of April. All I wrote down is imagination. I don't remember what that means.
Rubber no decking for the win.
He was worried this video was going to be too short.
Well, I didn't know you were going to have a 50,000 mile. I love you.
Someone just popped up on my Facebook about Marie Condit and the whole, does it bring you joy? Yes, all of my things bring me joy. I've been doing that for a while. Getting rid of stuff that I just don't need, don't want, blah, 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 blah. I guess you would say that don't bring me joy for a while. And I still find that I have far too much stuff. Far too much. And I realized I just scrolled while I was looking this up, but it was there. April 1st is imagination. Stitch something fantastical, literal, or imaginary.
Santa house.
Santa house would probably fit the bill because Santa's fanciful. Unless I start something else. Alright. April 2nd is fancy. Stitch something fancy. Whatever that means. What's fancy?
Ride forth stitching.
Joe's like ride forth singing.
Oh, that's what that is, okay.
Ride forth singing. Okay, we'll go with that. Fancy. Smell fancy floss. It's fancy. And then April 4th, or no, wait, I skipped April 3rd. Sparkle. Stitch something sparkly. Metallic threads, sparkly fabric, beads. Red for Singing is on sparkly fabric. No, it's not. Santa House is on sparkly fabric. Wow, that's the only thing I have that has sparkly stuff in it. How is that possible?
Because you usually do sparkly stuff with the ornaments and they go by quickly.
True.
Get another one of those little sparkly beaded thingies. You'll cover the jewels and the sparkles.
I could have an ornament. I have a couple ornaments planned. I could be doing metallics in those. So, we'll see. And then the last one is April 4th is focus on a finish. Stitch on whatever's closest to being finished. Which probably won't be determined until closer to that time because depending on what comes up when between now and then? It could depend on what is close to being finished.
Here's a question.
I gotta remember all these decisions that we made.
Question. 1, you're
Answer.
recording it. 2, what happens if you're halfway through the day and you finish it?
Well, I can tell you one thing. April 4th is a Thursday. And I know this because April 6th is a Saturday.
Dun, dun, dun.
So likely I won't finish anything on the 4th. But I would say you could just move along to the next thing that's closest to being finished. Which, if I throw an ornament in here for this, would obviously be an ornament. So we gotta find something with jewel and something that sparkles. I'm thinking something. One of the threads in Ride Forth Singing is in jewel. It's got jewel.
I say we take any star stitch you have, put a light coating of glue, and just go nuts with clear sparklies. Glitter-tastic!
There's a fabric company that like sprays on glitter, or it's not opalescence fabric where it's woven in. It's like on the surface, and I have heard horror stories. I am a human that loves glitter. I would never touch that stuff.
That sounds like what happens when you have those cheap toys with the cheap plastic toys with the bad paint, and you're halfway through it, and you got glitter everywhere but the fabric when you're done with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that just sounds... You do not use spray on something that moves.
Well, I'm not entirely sure it's spray on, but... So, the 4th is a Thursday. April 4th is a Thursday, and that leads us into April 6th, which is my birthday.
Another day older. I said day, not year.
I'm suddenly having issues with the whole getting older and dying thing. It's actually kind of got me creeped out. My issues with it have me creeped out, which doesn't help my issues. But anyways, I know that was squirrely. But
We're sitting on him.
my birthday, we are doing Laura's Royal Birthday Sal.
Do I have to get something... Actually, wouldn't Dragons of Sumatra count for that?
Dragons counts. Because I was going to start Primitive Hair's Belle. Or Beauty and the Beast, I can't remember the name of it. But anyways, I was going to start that on my birthday, but I probably will actually start it on the 5th. Just to go from one into the next.
Are we taking your birthday off from market? I would say that'd be a good idea.
There's a possibility we are.
I had a really good idea for that day.
Part of the other reason why why I'm thinking starting it on the 5th is a good idea is because there is a solid chance we will be going to my niece's birthday party on the 6th. My oldest niece and I are birthday twins. So if we are traveling down there, I don't know how much stitching time I'll have down there. So there's that. So that's kind of the plans for me. Gonna work on trying to finish. I might actually put tray stitches down for the night because trying to pay attention and do those cushion stitches while I'm not feeling well is a struggle in my life. I don't know how much stitching time I get tomorrow because I now have a month worth of Tuesday training classes to go to for work. Don't get me started.
Next.
That's my plans. Your plans continue on.
I don't think I'm going to be stitching tonight just because I'm just... I have literally been stitching every night for a while, and my brain is just at the point where it's just like...
He is stitched out.
Actually, it's no more the fact that I am probably going to work early tomorrow and working overtime because I've inherited several piles of bullcrap at work, and I'm one of those people where I will go the extra mile to try to get stuff done at work because I'm a nice guy or an idiot. Pick your pick.
You're a nice guy. Your job rewards you for it, for doing that.
It just took him 4 years to figure it out.
So, and you're kind of just you're stitching on dragons on Sunday.
Basically, what it is I'm going to do cats at the beginning of the week, baby dragon the end of the week, and then dragons of Sumatra on Sundays. And the reason why I do dragons of Sumatra on Sundays is if you follow her on Facebook, you would have seen or was it on one of the videos you put it on?
It was on a video a couple videos ago. I put it on Instagram. I put it on Facebook.
I make a nest when I do dragons of Sumatra. Like, I have a TV stand that I bungeed a floor stand onto, that I attach the frame with clamps to and then I put a light on the side of the frame while I'm reclined in the recliner, and that's how I'm comfortable stitching. Sunday is the only day we have where I don't have to worry about getting back up every 5 minutes. And it takes me a couple minutes to get up. Like, if there was an emergency, I might lose Dragons of Sumatra because it might burn down from the light hitting the ground.
Anyways.
So I make a nest.
He does. He gets comfy. So.
And I sit there for what, like 3-4 hours usually?
You do. You sit there for a while.
Yeah, but usually when either my legs give out or she goes to bed.
And at the point where I'm going to go to bed now, that's only 7:30.
Go to bed, you don't feel good. Go to bed, you don't feel good.
Well, I can call off work.
I keep telling you, your car can have mechanical problems that can be repaired the next day.
So,
that's all you have to do is take a spark plug out.
Plans. That's it for the week. And you were worried it's going to be short. This clip is taking 20 minutes.
Well, usually this clip doesn't take that long.
Stick my finger at the camera. Alright. That's it for us. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel.
Bell notification.
I totally forgot to welcome our new subscribers and our returning viewers.
My advice, pause this, do that, insert it out between the first and second segment. What?
Just gonna leave it right here. Welcome if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. Someday I will get it together and remember to do that at the beginning of a video. I know we got several new subscribers yesterday because people were looking for something to watch rather than football.
Actually, from what I understand it, most people watching the game and just got about an hour into it and then wanted to do something like, no, this takes YouTube.
My understanding of it was the game was not very impressive. I don't do football.
Yeah, I didn't know who won until I got to work this morning.
I knew who won when I got up this morning because I got a breaking news notification.
How is that breaking news?
I don't know. I get them for all of the sports championships. Football, basketball.
You like hockey and the rest of them in.
Hockey. So, they all kind of come in. If you wish to stalk me, that's what it's called because Monica found me on Instagram and said she was going to stalk me a long time ago. It's an inside joke. If you wish to stalk me, my contact information is below. He really doesn't have anything you can stalk him on.
I do, I just don't share it.
He doesn't do Instagram.
Nope.
And he kind of helps me run the Stitchy Stuff page, which, if I ever get off my butt and figure it out, is going to switch over to a Facebook group. Because it'll be easier. And my Bath and Body page. So, that's it. That's our video for this week. I'm losing my train of thought, so we're going to say goodbye.
Woo-hoo. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.